Did you know that your uterus is a muscle? The sacred womb that carries your baby is a muscle. It stretches, it contracts, it gets tired just like any part of your body. Your uterus goes for hours of work, and it is so ironic that a lot of hospitals don't allow women to eat during this crucial time that it is classified as almost running not one, but 2 marathons at the same time. If you have run a marathon before, you definitely know that going on a marathon without hydration and nourishment is like setting yourself up for failure. And so is going into labor without hydration or nourishment. Labor is definitely not the time to lose energy and be dehydrated. Dehydration can cause you to be weak, insufficient energy to move forward with labor, which may result in needing IV and other cascade of intervention. One of the major supportive elements that fuels your uterine muscles for labor is nourishment and hydration. I highly recommend having a nourishment plan when going into labor. Your uterus goes for hours of work, 18 to 24 hours, and can go up to 36 hours for some women. In fact, studies show that women who ate and drank freely during labor had less stressful birth, significantly shorter labor, and are more satisfied with their births. Nourishing your labor also matters for several reasons, including lower energy crashes, reduced feeling of being drained, reduced risk of dehydration, reduced likelihood of vomiting. Yes, when your stomach is empty, it induces nausea, and nausea can happen anytime during the labor process. To have an energy reserve for your labor and childbirth is to have the right to eat and drink freely without any external restrictions. Most women eat in both early and active labor leading up to the actual birth. Early labor is when your contractions have started but are not progressive and you have some rest between contractions. This is the longest stage of labor, and if you are up for it, you can eat a whole full meal that is comforting and easy on your stomach. Ideally, your meal should be calorie focused with slow burning carbohydrate, fiber, and lots of protein. I highly recommend sticking to your usual and familiar meals for the time of day you are laboring. So let's say if you are laboring at night, around the dinner time or a little after the dinner time, the ideal meal is dinner meal. During the early labor, you want to eat your dinner before something really starts to happen, like the active labor and then the actual birth itself. At that time, a lot of women cannot really eat. So when labor starts, during the early labor stage, you want to eat the food. If it starts in the morning, that is in the breakfast time, you eat your usual and familiar breakfast, the breakfast that you are more fond of. Easy foods like eggs, oats, whether sweet or savory, soft cut fruits and vegetables, yogurt with drizzle of honey and some fruit. Greek yogurt have high protein, so you might want to opt in for that. And by the way, honey is such a beautiful food element that helps to reduce the intensity of pain. So if you are in labor, honey sticks is such a beautiful thing to have. Porridges, all kind of porridges is very easy on the stomach. So if you can go for that, especially if you are laboring in the morning, is a beautiful thing. It has a lot of carbohydrates to boost your calorie, give you a lot of energy, because labor is energy expensive. So you want food that is going to give you a lot of energy, easy energy. Most porridges are made from grains and high calorie carbohydrate foods. Millet porridge, for instance, we call it cocoa in our dialect. The millet cocoa is beautiful. The corn cocoa is also beautiful. It's something that I recommend for the mamas from Ghana. Also, talbina. Talbina is a perfect food that soothes the heart and brings relief to the soul. As said by the Prophet ﷺ, talbina is made from barley flour and it's amazing high calorie food which has a whole ton of milk. When you add a whole lot of milk in it, it also goes well with dried fruits like dates and figs, and all of these things are sunnah food. They are amazing high calorie foods, high fiber foods, and they are easy on the tummy. So these are perfect foods that can be incorporated in your labor nourishment plan. I'm going to make a video on how to make talbina, inshallah, and I will link it in the description box below when it is done. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so whenever I post this video, you will be the first to be notified. Smoothies are great labor foods. They contain a whole lot of fiber. They contain easy carbohydrates. They also contain a lot of fluid that is needed, essential for labor and during the birth process. You also need a lot of hydration when you are planning to breastfeed immediately after having the baby. So smoothies are such a game changer. Toast with butter. Toast is high calorie food. Butter is high fat food. You need that for energy during labor. Sliced apples with nut butter. The combination is a beautiful combination that helps to stabilize your blood sugar and not spike it up or down, because of the nut butter has some kind of protein, plant protein in it, and then the apples have also easy burning carbs. So coming together with the healthy fat in the nuts helps you to balance your blood sugar and not to spike it, and then you crash and not be able to go on with the labor process. Lactation cookies are amazing as well because it is high in fiber. It is also high in easy burning carbs. It is a beautiful meal option that you can incorporate in your labor nourishment plan. Protein muffins are also very helpful. I have a banana muffin video that you can make ahead of time during your last few days before labor starts, or make ahead and freeze. It's linked below as well. Bone broth is an amazing electrolyte boosting, protein rich, and blood sugar balancing liquid that can be so supportive during all stages of pregnancy, trying to conceive, and everything. And I have recommended bone broth a whole lot. And there's no difference during labor. Bone broth, you can be sipping on it, warm it up, make ahead of time, freeze it in the freezer. When it's time for the big day, bring it out, defrost it, have your labor support person put it in a thermos or in a food warmer or whatever it is that they can put it in to keep it warm. Give it to you, sip it with a straw even if you can, because it is going to give you a whole lot of electrolytes. It's going to give you a whole lot of protein and healthy fat to balance your blood sugar in ways that is unimaginable during this beautiful sacred moment of you and your child being born earthside. Keep in mind that in early labor, slow burning carbs, calorie dense, protein focused, and fiber rich foods is the easy formula when it comes to sustained energy. This is ideal to keep your blood sugar leveled up and not crash you before active labor starts. By now, things are starting to pick up and your contraction is regular and becoming intense. Most mamas know they are in active labor when they must pause between contractions and cannot do anything but to focus on the contraction. Time between contraction is also becoming regular with little to no pause at all. Most women will not have desire for food, and it is unlikely that if you do have appetite for a typical meal, it wouldn't be meals that require a lot of effort to chew or swallow. Foods with strong smells may be off-putting as well. Some women may start feeling nauseated at this stage. But if you are up for it, the priority for fueling in active labor is easily accessible, fast-burning carbohydrates, preferably in liquid form or in meals that are instant energy boost. Some of my energy boosting foods for active labor are Nora drink. Nora drink is basically nettle, old straw, red raspberry, and alfalfa. If you are interested, I have made a video that I use my deeply nourished pregnancy tea pack over here that you can purchase on my Etsy shop if you're interested. So this is mineral rich, nutrient dense fluid that you can be sipping on during labor or even before you hit the 36 to 37 weeks pregnant. You want to start sipping on this thing to help prepare your body for labor. Electrolytes replenishment drinks, collagen popsicles. I use this collagen powder, honey sticks, coconut water, whole dates. Whole dates are amazing. They are actually one of the 2 only foods that are studied extensively in so many research showing that dates helps to prepare your body for labor. It softens the cervix. It also increases your oxytocin. It also increases your pain tolerance because of the sugar, because of the fiber, because of the sweetness. This thing is sunnah food. The Prophet ﷺ knows what he's talking about when he mentions dates, especially ajwa. Date water is also such a beautiful tasting drink that you can make. I have made a video about that too. Check on my video tabs. You're gonna get all of this information. Yes, I cannot wait for you to try making date water. It is called Nabiz. It is amazing when you make it cool, especially in the hot summer months. It is such a beautiful drink. Another thing that you can also do is to have ice chips. You can use this during the early stage of labor or the active stage of labor, but I highly recommend that you use it during the active stage because at that time you cannot really eat a lot. So during the early stage of labor, you want to eat an actual meal. You want to eat something that has protein, fat, carbs, and a little bit of hydration and fiber. After that, when you really cannot eat, then you resort to those honey sticks and ice chips. One of the recipes that I recommend is to use collagen peptides. You dissolve collagen peptides in water and you add maybe some orange juice in it or some red raspberry leaf infusion or some Nora infusion in it and mix it up. Add some honey because honey also helps with the intensity of labor. It reduces a little bit of the pain. Ginger ale, diluted cocoa or porridge, you add more water in it and you drink it. It gives you quick and instant boost of energy. My personal favorite, labor aid replenishment drink. As always, it is in the description box below. I have shared it before. So now we're going on to active labor. In active labor, your focus is now going to be on eating and fueling. Shouldn't mean your hydration and nourishment goes out the window. I highly recommend assigning this priority to your labor support person, like your husband, your mother-in-law, your sister, your doula, or any person who is supporting you extensively. A lot of the times, nurses are not capable of supporting you intimately, so you want to have somebody aside from your nurse to support you. That person can be your doula, can be your mother, can be your daughter, can be your husband. As labor progresses, the person is there supporting you and giving you that, reminding you to pick up something to drink, reminding you to eat something, reminding you to do all of those things that is going to give you the replenishment or the nourishment that you need before the actual birth process starts. If you find that you are not hungry or feel nauseated, liquid foods can be supportive as well. Mineral and electrolyte rich drinks are excellent and will give you a boost of energy and nourishment when you need it. Remember, your intuition is your powerful weapon, so use it. Don't ignore it. Use it when you need it. If you are unable to eat during your labor at any time and don't have desire to eat, that is your intuition telling you to put nourishment on a hold and focus on what's the priority at that time. So follow intuition, as that is the one major element that progresses and supports faster and easier labor. As you navigate labor, you'll be able to listen to your body and do what feels right for you. Naturally, when labor contraction progresses and intensifies, most moms don't want to eat. That's why during early labor, you want to eat small but frequent foods that are protein-rich, fat-rich, and fiber-rich carbohydrates. Your body's ability to metabolize protein decreases during active labor, and carbohydrates are the most needed for the body because of the energy boost that it gives to your body. Labor is really like running a marathon. I wouldn't go on a marathon trying to get to the finish line without hydrating my body with some sort of liquid or foods. And that applies to labor and childbirth. Depending on how you feel, it is highly recommended you nourish and fuel and hydrate in your early stages of labor. And if you are up for it, you may drink in your active labor as well. That's all I have for you today. I hope this information is helpful. Please consider subscribing if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, and hit the like button to boost the video even more further to other people who need it the most. If you are in the last stages of your pregnancy and preparing your body for labor, you might want to click on this video and keep watching. Until next time, be in the best of health and iman. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.